Yo, at this point, it kind of feels like every single video starts with, "It's been a minute." I promise you, it's mostly at this point just simply because things are moving too quickly for me. Definitely moving too quickly for me. There's a lot of things going on. Mostly college. College, definitely college. You know, it's starting back up literally a couple days from now, so it's like, ugh. And I can't get the right. Things are reversed. Things are reversed, right? But anyways, college just recently started back up. Well, it's about to. And as you, just about every single college student, I'm not ready. You know, I feel like at this point, every single college student is starting to get the whole, I don't want to be in college jitters. And I feel like this happens every single year. This is going to be my third year. So, yeah, I'm already starting to feel it. I only have 3 classes because of just a bunch of bullshit that's been happening basically since it started. Like, most of my classes, this isn't even, let's just get to it. Today's video topic: dating sucks, right? As a person that's recently gotten back into dating, I'd say it's kind of ass. It's kind of really ass, and it's not because of, oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't do that. No, it's just, it feels weird at this point. And as somebody who was in a long relationship, and before that I dated quite a bit, like, dating now, it feels so weird, so different. I don't know. It feels like at this point, I feel like we can get this shit into categories almost. Like we got attraction, talking stages, dating, relationship. You get what I'm saying? Because so far it's been I've started dating for about a month now, and it's been a lot of talking stages turning into failed talking stages, or people just wanting dick, and that's about it. Me personally, I'm not really much of a sex. To me in general is just a very personal thing to me. It's a very personal thing. uh and then, yes, technically I'm like, I am Christian, right? But I follow the teachings very loosely. I kind of interpret what I want, more or less. Is basically like, hey, I follow the whole, love thy neighbor and all this type of thing. But sex, even outside of just my religion in and of itself, it just always has been a very personal thing to me. It's just like, I can't, it's hard for me to just give my body to somebody else without there being real feelings there. So when I do give my body to somebody, it's like, it's really personal to me. So it's really annoying when people just are looking to fuck, and that's about it. And then when you tell them you're not trying to fuck the first time you meet them, it's like all of a sudden they're just uninterested in you. It's like all of a sudden all the things that made you attracted to them just are no longer a factor. It's like, okay, so you didn't really want to get to know me as a person. You were just like, hey, I think you're cute, I think you're pretty, I think you're handsome, I think you're gorgeous. Actually, I need you inside me right now. And I feel like that's how a lot of men and women feel about dating. It feels like everybody at this point keeps saying, I'm a yearner, and then when it comes to like actually dating people, they're not. And that, I feel like that's the most annoying thing about it, is just simply people masking themselves as wanting certain things and then not fulfilling those things. I mean it as in, like, people wanting to take things slow because you ask them to take things slow, and then all of a sudden they see an opening and it's like, I no longer want to take things slow with you. And it's like, oh, right. And then it's like, I would never want to put myself in a position where I'm uncomfortable sharing myself with somebody, because why would I want that experience to feel uncomfortable for me? And why would I want that experience to feel uncomfortable for you? Because I guarantee you, if you're having, like, if you both have agreed to have sex, but one of you really doesn't want to do it, I don't think the person that wants to do it is going to have that great of a time. At least one would assume so. I've never been in that situation. Well, I've been in a situation where I didn't want to have sex, but I've had it. But even then, I just feel like it's weird. it's weird when it comes to that kind of thing. But anyways, dating is weird. Dating has gotten really weird. And it's gotten really annoying because it's like you talk to people about the same shit. Because like me, I can yap about my interests all fucking day. But when it's like a constant thing, it's like, oh my goodness, am I just not cut out for dating? Am I just not cut out for these types of things anymore? And it's like, of course I am. It's just, it's tiring. It's tiring. I'm definitely not giving up on dating or anything like that. Fuck no. I'm not one of those fucking guys that's like, oh, I can't find somebody that loves me. And obviously I'm not the problem. I might be the problem. And that's something I'm gonna have to search within myself for. But I just feel like dating is in a really weird place because there's a lot of weirdos and there's a lot of people just out there who, whether they're male, female, or anything in between, it's like, you're weird. You're a weird ass motherfucker. You're just weird. And like, I recently gotten into this kind of talking / maybe looking to actually start a relationship with this one person, and it's really, really, really good right now. And I feel like because of my last relationship, I'm afraid of it not going the best way. I don't know. And especially because these talking stages and these other things haven't helped. Because like, for me, dating is like, hey, me, like, unless you say that I'm your boyfriend, unless you say I'm like, unless I say you're my girlfriend, you're not my girlfriend and I'm not your boyfriend. I feel like that those types of things need to be talked about rather than it just being out there. If you haven't had that talk, I'm just gonna assume that you're also like dating other people, because it's like, I haven't had that relation. I haven't had the whole I want to be exclusive with you thing yet. And it kind of scares me a little bit to have the want to be exclusive with this person, simply because it's like, I'm afraid of things like, and I'm saying like a lot, but that's just because I'm nervous as shit. But I feel that that it's just gonna blow up in my face, and I really don't want that to happen, because that shit hurts. It makes me sad. It makes me really sad. Like, I know I seem like a very thoughtful, very I seem like a person that looks into their own perspective a lot, right? But even then, I still get fooled from time to time. I don't think things through. I still fuck up, especially when it comes to just like human interaction in general. I am an extrovert, but that's because I've been forced to be an extrovert, so I've become an extrovert at this point. And human interaction and just like getting to know people is really hard for me, because I feel like a lot of the times when I'm talking too much, or somebody doesn't want to have to hear what I say, or I'm not giving somebody like enough time to talk, or I'll feel like I'm giving off some signals that are wrong, or I'll feel like somebody's giving off some sort of signals that when they're actually in the opposite of what I'm thinking. And I feel like that's just like a human thing, but it also just feels really fucking hard for me for some reason. But yeah, relationships are weird. Dating is weird, especially because it's like, when you get to the point where you guys are actually going out on dates, it feels really, really nice. But then like the feelings hit, and that it's like, yeah, but they're also kind of still a stranger when you really think about this. Like, you haven't come over my house yet. You're still really a stranger to me. I really don't know you. I only know what you're showing me when it comes to dates. Which is why I kind of sometimes I feel like I want to skip the whole dating thing to just being like, hey, I want to know you. I want to know you really bad. And I think you want to know me. And if you want to know me, you can. Let's go to the park. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. And then when we both feel comfortable enough with each other, we can go over each other's house, play video games, do whatever the fuck, learn each other's hobbies. Because it's like, yeah, you guys talk about hobbies and what you guys like to do when you're like in your talking stages. But when it comes to like dating, a lot of people are be like, let's go to the movies. That's not gonna tell me shit about you. I don't want to go to the movies. If I'm going to go see a movie I'm interested in, I'm going to be looking at the screen the entire time. I might talk to you about what happened in the movie, but I feel like movie dates just are ass. Like, a movie date is something you do when you are already in a relationship with somebody, and I don't even think that would count as a date. That would just count as you going to the movies. You two both enjoying this film together. I feel like a movie date would be you two at home watching a movie you've never watched before, of course. You guys got popcorn. Y'all can pause it whenever y'all want. Y'all can do whatever the fuck you want during the movie. Y'all can have little banters, little side conversations about what you think is gonna happen in the plot. I feel like that would tell you a lot more than you genuinely going to the movies. I feel like, and that's the type of things I want to do with this person. But I'm afraid to tell them, right? Because it's like, I don't want to come off too strong. I don't want to weird them out. Because of course you don't want to just be like, hey, I know we've been talking for a little bit. I know we've been like, we've gone, dating. We've gone on a couple dates. Come to my house. Let me go to your house. Let me go to your house. But we're both alone. Let me go. No, I'm walking into your house right now. Right now, I'm at your doorbell. Open. I request entrance. Like, and then even when it comes to like those types of things, I don't know why, but it doesn't matter how deep I am in like dating, like whether I'm in a talking stage, I'm in a relationship, or I'm just dating. It feels like when those types of things like end, it still hurts. Because it's like, even though you guys didn't really connect on such a super crazy level, it kind of feels like sometimes it's them getting to know you, realizing they don't like you, and then it ends. And, it hurts. But I think that's just, I don't know. Because I feel like a lot of times I get too attached to people immediately. Like, and I don't know why that is. But yeah, dating and stuff is really weird right now. At least for me. As far as I know, you guys could have a fucking fabulous time dating. Actually, no, I know. I see the things people post online. I see how my friends talk about dating. I listen to all their dating talks and horror stories and all this, that, and the third, and why they think they're just gonna stay single. And I get it. But the thing is, I don't want to stay single. I want to have somebody. I want to have somebody where I have a bad day and I can just go and be with them and know that my day is gonna be better because they're there. I want to wake up to a good morning text. I want to go to sleep to a good night text. I want to do all those stupid little couple things. But it feels like sometimes it's not possible. Because of course, when I say it out loud, it sounds like little stupid kid shit. But the thing is, I still I just turned 20, and it feels like things are happening so quickly and I'm growing up so fast, so now I gotta all of a sudden just like, yeah, I can't, like, we can't do this because we're grown now. And it's like, no, we really can, but I feel like everybody's too like afraid to admit that they want to do those things. But again, this is me just rambling off like usual, saying stupid shit. But just dating is hard. But we all got to do it. Everybody wants to have somebody, and even if you don't think you do, somebody probably is gonna pull up in your life, and you won't realize that they're the one for you until they show it in some sort of way that tells you that. And sometimes you can't just go out looking for it. Sometimes it just happens naturally. You won't even realize until you're like, damn, I want to spending the rest of my life with this person. And of course, I feel like I felt that one time, but that feeling's pretty hard to come by. And I'm gonna be real, even though I really want to have that, I feel like rushing into those types of things just isn't healthy for anybody to do. So I feel like people should just be comfortable being by themselves for a little bit. Especially me, I should definitely be by myself for a little bit. Learn more about myself, love myself a little bit more. Because honestly, at this point, I feel like that's all about, that's just straight up what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to love yourself before you love somebody else. And I definitely love myself. It's like, I'm harsh with myself. And when you're harsh with yourself, you're harsh with other people. So it's like, though I feel like that's just a thing I have to work through. But still, dating now is weird. Psychos, weirdos, people that, pretend to be people that they're not. It's just weird as shit. Watch out for those types of people, because you won't know until they show it, because a lot of people are really good at hiding that shit. They're very good at hiding that shit. And make sure you have these types of talks with your person, whatever that might be. But anyways, I'm gonna just end this video saying dating is weird. Everybody's weird. But don't blame yourself too much for, your failed talking stages or your failed relationships or your failed anything. It's just a part of growth. And just like growing in every other way, you have to grow in the way that you learn to love somebody or learn to care for somebody, as well as loving yourself. So yeah, I guess that's love talk / love yap session for right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take a fucking nap now.